All right, our opponent's in. This looks nice. Just like straight up. Yikes. Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we have a Golgari pile for you guys today. This is an aggro deck, so get ready to beat down your opponents. This deck went into the top 300 Mythic, so there's no worry about that. It is tested, tried and true, and we go in with a 100% win rate today. You know, there's so many things within the deck. The Great Henge is probably my favorite card included in the deck. It costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So, you know, it does cost 9, but as we start to play and ramp up our creature's toughness, the cost is going to be reduced to as little as 2. So that's absolutely incredible. We can tap it to add 2 green to our pool, plus gaining ourselves 2 life. And the best part is yet to come. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So, you know, a +1/+1 counter, great. A little bit more damage. Drawing a card, absolutely amazing. We're talking about a draw engine or a value engine there. And, you know, speaking of the +1/+1 counters, we go from the Omega right into the Alpha here through the Swarm Shambler. You know, we talked about our greatest drop of 9, and now this is our 1 drop, a 0/0, which enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. And whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it becomes a target of a spell an opponent controls, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. So, through having the Shambler in play and the Great Henge, all of our creatures will automatically enter with a +1/+1 counter on them. That's absolutely amazing. So whenever they become targeted, they'll create an insect, so we get to stay nice and wide. What are we going to do with all of those 1/1 insects, you ask yourselves? Well, we have Lovestruck Beast. This is one of our 3 drops, a 5/5, and it can't attack unless we control a 1/1 creature. You know, we do have the Shambler itself being a 1/1. The Stonecoil Serpent can also be a 1/1, or we can have the insects that are made through the removal of our creatures with the +1/+1 counters on them. So the Lovestruck Beast can utilize the insect tokens quite nicely to make sure that it can attack within this aggro deck. Speaking of big aggro attackers, we have Kazandu Mammoth. This is an MDFC coming in tapped, adding a green to our pool, or for 3 with landfall, it's a 3/3 that gets +2/+2 whenever a land enters the battlefield. So, you know, if you have a passage, this is going to 5 and then 7. Wow, right? That's a lot of damage. So there's a lot of big hitters within the deck. We also have our Gemrazer. You know, this is another beefy body. What's great about this is the fact that it has Mutate. It's a 4/4 with Reach and Trample for 4, Mutate for 3, so you can actually cheat it out a little earlier, which is really nice. And whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. So we talked about utilizing the insects through the Lovestruck Beast. We can also utilize them with the Gemrazer's Mutate ability, right? The insects are non-human, so we can mutate onto them. On a 3-drop, a 4/4 coming over, I don't mind that, right? It's kind of like giving it haste. Plus it has Reach and Trample, which is just generally good. We also have the opportunity to mutate onto our Stonecoil Serpent. This is a 0/0 with Reach and Trample protection from multicolored. Stonecoil Serpent enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. You know, that ability transfers over to the mutation creature. So we put the Gemrazer on top of the Stonecoil Serpent. The Gemrazer is a 4/4 and will gain however many +1/+1 counters existed on the Serpent, which is absolutely amazing. You know, we do have removal within the deck as well in terms of Primal Might, sorcery speed for 1 + X, a scaling spell. Target creature you control gets +X until end of turn, then it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. You know, that's great. We also have 3 copies of Heartless Act at instant speed for 2. Choose 1, destroy target creature with no counters on it, or remove up to 3 counters from target creature. So the Stonecoil Serpent has counters on it. We can't destroy it, but if it's less than 3 counters on it, or another token or counter creature with 0/0 and less than 3, we can remove those 3, and it can't exist with 0 toughness, so it will die. So that's good to know there. As far as other removal, you know, the Unchained has the fight effect for 3. It's a 0/0 that enters the battlefield with 6 +1/+1 counters on it. It escapes with 12 +1/+1 counters on it. If damage would be dealt to it with while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, you know, negate that damage and remove that many +1/+1 counters on it. So it will, you know, get less effective the longer it stays in play. But don't worry, because when it dies, we can escape it for 6, plus exiling 6 other cards from our graveyard. And, you know, then it will come in as that 12/12 that we talked about, which is really cool. So a little bit more removal there. And so there's not a lot of it, right? We have Graveyard Hate through the Scavenging Ooze. I guess you could consider that removal. A 2/2 in which we can pay 1, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze, and you gain 1 life. So, you know, Earl's gone, sure. Kroxa still exists, right? Everybody seems to be playing Kroxa. Get it out of there, right? We have also a single copy of the Skyclave Ravager, a 0/0 in which it enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it, and whenever another creature you control dies, if it had a +1/+1 counter on it, put a +1/+1 counter on Grakmaw, the Skyclave Ravager, and then of course when it dies, create an XX black and green Hydra creature token where X is the number of +1/+1 counters that it had when it died. To start this video off, we talked about the synergy between Swarm Shambler being in play. You know, whenever something with a +1/+1 is targeted, you get to create an insect. And then we talked about the Great Henge. You know, everything gets a +1/+1 counter on it, right? So by putting +1/+1 counters on all of our stuff, when they get removed, that transfers over to our Ravager, and then we're going to get a big Hydra when it gets removed. So it's a lot of you know, checks to go through, right? They've got to first deal with it, and then deal with your other creatures, then deal with it, and then deal with its copy, right? So it's kind of a lot for them to get going. We do have MDFC Bolt lands in play. You know, the Awakening, yes, you can get a couple creatures in play, 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, potentially for 6. We also have the Symbiosis. Again, both of these come in tapped unless we pay 3 life. They're known as Bolt lands. And then the Symbiosis, we actually get to look at the top 7 cards of our library and putting a creature card from among them into the battlefield. If the converted mana cost was 3 or less, it gets 3 +1/+1 counters on it, and the rest go on the bottom in any order. You know, speaking of things that we can pull from our library, the single version of our Ravager is almost always the go-to because it will become a 6/6, which is pretty crazy. And if you have the Henge, it becomes a 7/7 right out of the gate, right? Just for entering the battlefield. So that's crazy. We have a couple Planeswalkers in the deck as well to make sure that we're getting as much value as, you know, possible. Vivien is absolutely amazing. It's a 3 loyalty when she enters. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. Whenever you can cast whether a land or a creature from the top of your library or anywhere from your hand for that matter, you're gaining virtual card advantage, and this is a big component to winning the game because the longer the turns go, the less cards you're going to have access to. So, you know, to make sure that you can maintain your hand for as long as you can, it's going to be a really key component to winning here. We have a +1 ability, create a 3/3 green beast with either Reach, Trample, or Haste. Vigilance, not Haste. Reach, Trample, or Vigilance. And then -2, whenever you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a card with lesser converted mana cost, putting it straight into the battlefield, and then shuffling. So that's really, really good. We talked about searching with the Symbiosis for 7. We can also search with Vivien's Monster's Advocate for the -2. We probably won't be able to play it for 5, -2, and play a creature, so we're going to have to +1 the first turn, and then we can -2 the second turn, and then, you know, we play the creature and we get to pull out anything with lesser converted mana cost. So if we play a 4-drop, we're going to get to pull out this 3-drop like we talked about within our Skyclave Ravager, which is cool. And then of course we have Garruk Unleashed, 4 loyalty, +1, up to 1 target creature gets +3/+3, gains trample until end of turn. This is absolutely amazing and probably the only ability you'll use from Garruk Unleashed unless you can get to his ultimate. And we talked about the Mammoth coming in. You know, it could be a 5/5, it could go to a 7/7, it can go with a Fable Passage and a Garruk Unleash, right? Because the Mammoth can come out on turn 3. Turn 4, you drop the Passage, it goes to 5/5, then it goes to 6/6. You spend the mana on Garruk, you use the +1 ability, the Mammoth becomes a 10/10 with Trample. Woof, right? So that's how you're going to get a lot of damage in right away. And of course, we have a single copy of Nissa of the Shadow Burrow for loyalty, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, put a loyalty counter on it. So that's actually not that bad. +1, untap target land you control. You can have it become a 3/3 elemental with haste and menace until end of turn, still land, and then -5. You may put a target creature with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control into the battlefield from your graveyard or hand with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. That's the key component here, right? We just want Nissa to survive until we can start to replay our creatures from the grave back into the field. Just, you know, that additional value, right? So I think we touched on every card within the deck We do, of course, have 2 Swamps, 7 Forests, 4 Temple of Maladies, and 4 Fable Passages to get us going. The organic strategy within the deck is to go wide and smash. Aggro, aggro, aggro. Tap them sideways and do damage, baby. You know, try to get that trample going and try to just remove their few blockers that they have that you're not able to contend with things like your Primal Might, Heartless Act, and your Unchained, right? So, you know, we are playing traditional standard today, so we've got a sideboard incorporated. We're going to break down that really quick for you guys. 2 copies of Blood Chief's Thirst for 1. This is the best removal card within Zendikar as far as I'm concerned. Kicker for 3, so total for 4. If you don't kick it, destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 2 or less. If you do kick it, just destroy any target creature or planeswalker. That's crazy. 4 copies of Duress, Sorcery Speed, also for 1. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. So this is really good against those control matchups when they don't have a lot of creatures. They've got, you know, the Genesis ultimatums, some weird stuff that are instances, sorceries, just any non-creature, non-land that you're going to want to grab. You know, Sorry Rogues, Chainweb, Areknar. This is a 1/2 with reach. When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature with flying that an opponent controls. This has amazing synergy with the Great Henge, right? Because it comes in with that +1/+1 on it. So it actually gets to do 2 damage. And then when it escapes for 5, plus exiling 4 other cards from our grave, it will come in with 3 +1/+1 counters on. So it's going to be a 4/5, right? Without the Henge. So big woofs, so Sorry Rogues. Speaking of Sorry Rogues, run afoul. Instant speed for 1. Target opponent sacrifices a creature with flying, LOL. And eliminate times 2. Instant speed. You know, if Heartless Act doesn't cut it, then eliminate is a good sub. Destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 3 or less. 3 Harbingers in any of the black matchups. A 4/3 hexproof from black, right? And then whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may reveal a creature or a Garruk planeswalker card from among them. Put it into your hand, then the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. You know, we've got 2 Garruks. We've got plenty of creatures to draw. And of course, we have a single castle. Lockthwain enters the battlefield tapped unless you control Swamp. You know, we can tap it, +3 mana to draw a card, then losing life equal to the number of cards in our hand. For me, this is the control matchups where, you know, they're discarding our hand, we've got nothing, the game goes on to 6-7 turns, and, you know, we do need a little bit of reach / draw to get it going again. So, you know, when you're sideboarding, take out what was bad, put in what was good. If you didn't need any removal, take it out, right? If you didn't need the Primal Might, you didn't need the Heartless Act, get it out of there. Get something in there that you did need, right? Obviously, if they've got no creatures to remove, you're probably going to need a Duress, right? If they've got black removal, maybe the Garruk's Harbinger is a good pick for you, right? So just go off that basis. What was really good in that matchup, keep it. What didn't really work good in that matchup, scrap it, and then take stuff from your sideboard that's better. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Thanks for your time and attention through this deck tech. We're going to get into today's gameplay footage now, but before we do, I have to remind you that I'm live on YouTube every single morning at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard. We switched to Twitch. After that, it's about 7:30 a.m. Mountain Standard. We're there for 5 to 8 hours every single day. And then we're back on YouTube at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard again to close out the day. We have a 500,000 gem giveaway, free entry cash prize tournaments every single month. You know, there's unlimited stuff for you guys to get involved with within the Discord. So check that out, and everything is going to be encapsulated within our Linktree link, you know, all of the different platforms, so you can subscribe and notify yourself so you don't actually have to do those time conversions. The Discord link's in there for you guys to join, and of course, beside it, we'll have the Overwolf link, which we're using today to utilize Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant, the best metagame tracker for you as a new player or free-to-play individual to Arena. Deck stats, deck write-ups, deck videos, metagame analysis, you know, that much and more. Check that out. Free to download via the Overwolf link in the description below. Again, thank you for your time and attention. If you want to support the channel financially, you can do so on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and by purchasing anything through our new Amazon link. We will receive 3% on that, so that's pretty groovy. Take care. Enjoy today's gameplay footage. Don't forget to watch to the end so you don't miss out on some once-in-a-lifetime news. Alright, I cannot find a land. It's been a hard day. It's not getting better. Okay, sure. Let's pretend that this is good. I like Nissa, but I just don't think that she's that good. Lots of slow land here. Maybe we'll just play the Mammoth as a Mammoth. But the thing is, if we don't go, like, we're still gonna go slow next turn. So to speed up doesn't make sense. No blocks. We can chill. We could make it go to a 2/2, so it's not a total loss on our wasted mana. Well, we get the insect out of it. Straight up murdered, though. Yikes. With the Death Touch, the Mammoth is not going to do us much good. And this is in exile as well, not the grave. So we can't take it with the Ooze. But I still think that we should probably just push it. Push it real good. We can push the insect in, they'll never block. Mammoth in next turn. Are you serious? It's good. I think we take the trade here. I don't mind that. Or we could have just pushed damage in as hard as we could have. The Mammoth should be able to get pretty tough. I almost want to save this for next turn. We're not going to crack it. Or we could crack it for a Serpent to 1. Nah, let's hold off. Rider just is in play, that's fine. There's no Death Touch, it does have lifelink. I like Polukranos, that's really nice. Five damage, that's pretty good, and now we have a blocker. Nice. You'll notice I'm repping my winter coat, or in Canada, as we call them, fall coat. The winter one's got a couple layers on the inside, extra, but it's chilly out there. And I'm just in from a quick hootskis is why I'm set up like this, in case you're wondering. Let's chomp the rider. And now we get to hit for just what seems to be unlimited damage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's Serpent for 2. It's decent luck. I've not had luck like this in a while. It was just like, we played our cards and won. It was easy. I didn't even think about stuff. This is the magic I need. This is the magic that I want. For now, today anyways. This week. I always laughed at people who talked about burnout. They're like, oh, you get burnt out. It's like, no, you won't. You just work every day. Turns out, after a year or two of working every day, sacrificing everything in your life, it builds up a little bit. Land looks slow, but the hand looks good. Gemrazer is just MVP, right? Let's be honest. The card's good. Ooze, we didn't see any action out of, but it is still a 2-drop to raise onto. Raise a little hell, raise a little hell, raise a little hell. That's what this guy's got on his headphones. He's just smashing those fighter jets out of the air. All right. I mean, it's a thing, but do we worry about it, or do we just like deal with it later? Just get... Let's try to top deck a land, and then the passage can stay. We have the removal. That's... Oh, we don't get it. Oof. Oof. Shambler can sit sturdy. That's a really nice mutate target as well. We have instant speed removal with our mana. Okay, cycle for 0. I'm actually a fan of that, so there's no shark that we have to deal with. Let's take it. I'm sure there's flash here. So what's going on? Just Grixis control? Have I lost my mind? I don't think there was any hold up there. Let's spread it out. Spread it out, baby. We know there's removal, and they need to do it on the ooze right now, and they do. That makes me so sad. We should have waited. I thought about it, and I was like, no, don't say it out loud, because then it will come true. And it still happened. Typically, I really like to narrate everything for you guys. Sometimes it gets a guy into trouble. Primal Might can go. Take our attack. Oh, it hits. Nice. Well, that's not good. Passage can go.
Your heroics are but a dream to me.
Let's kill Ashiok. In our turn, we want to play the mammoth as a land, sorry, creature. Oh, nice.
Welcome to my domain, Planeswalker.
Dang it.
You will feel inspired.
All right. We set up again, but if there's removal, we're screwed. 7, so we're talking Kroxa with the discard. They don't have a second red source. We get lucky. Yikes! A T-top. I think they could nullify our fight effect through the phase, couldn't they? We're trying to pull the phase ability. Alright, we have 4/4. We get that 1 damage in. No blocks, that's annoying. Oh! We can't block, they may as well hit.
Are given
They're taking a land off the top. We don't actually care too much about that. Kroxa is going to enter play, and we're going to have to fight Kroxa. Right, but then we get to escape. But we need a bunch more cards in our grave. Two land, that's fine. Oh. Oh. That sucks. Let's keep this in case we have to discard. We do get 2 through. Oh, we lose 2 of our best cards. A Vivien and then a Henge. Both would have been absolutely ideal right now. Keeping the land in hand in case we do need to discard it. Cycling for 0. That's okay. Passage. Big oofs. Big oofs, baby. Tried and play. Alright, get out of your land. That's what they're thinking. They're gonna attack for 2, down to 11. Ooh. So we have to discard the land here. And we still lose life. Bummer. Now we take 2 off the top. Land, Primal Might. Interesting. I mean, it's not hurting. That's for sure. What do we want? What do we need? Oh, I got a little housefly in here driving me nuts. This is a hard choice. You know, the Ravager replaces itself. It's only a 3/3 though. The Beast is a 5/5, pretty nice, but the Ooze can take the other. Oof. I think we just have to take the Beast, baby. Right? Is an 8/8. It's just how it goes, man. Luckily, the Beast does kind of fit that portfolio where it's 3 or less, so it does gain that additional 3/3. Our opponent's got Death Touch, and we're dangerously low on health, baby. So, not looking too good. 6 in the grave. We need some more. It can't attack is the thing. It cannot attack is the thing, so we have to just go wide. Right? Because that ability of it cannot attack unless you control 1/1. I believe that transfers over just like any normal ability would. We're so screwed here. Our opponents won the second match, and we're gonna need to take it into the third. That's lethal. Woo. We're gonna put the hood up. That's how we shall channel a win. What the heck? I said let's put the hood up, not skip our sideboarding. What the heck? Someone's gotta have to rewind. It's too late for me. I'm gone. I'm done so after that. Am I playing without a sideboard? Did I not make the sideboard? I'm sure I did. Well, there goes this recording. We're gonna win without a sideboard. We don't need a sideboard. Let's roll. We try our best. I see a cat. So distracted. I apologize. These last few videos have been bad. We forgot to sack our land too. We may as well double down in pure ignorance. I blame myself. Oh, there's the cat. Hey Maya. I'm distracting you more. Whoa. Look. A hurricane's hitting upstairs. You know, I just play my Fable Passages to hold them up. Just pretend like it made sense. You know what I mean? Play that 5/5. They'll have to ooh. Wari's Disruption. Tough. Tough with 2 Fs. I was trying to get, you know, not play 2 because we have 2 in the grave, so there could have been a drown in the lock. Again, we're going with a big spell, trying to dodge drown in the lock. Show me. Oh, they don't have drown in the lock. Because we didn't sideboard, I'm forgetting that this is a best of 3 match. Alright, just trying to flood the field, spend our mana. We have removal. Just need a couple more mana. Take the 2. That comes in. Mammoth can stay. Beast can defend. End our turn. Let's take that hit with the ooze. And let's make sure that we get a decent hit with it. Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be a creature. I seen Teferi and I was like, Teferi, gotta get that out. That's high priority. We wanted to take the, you know, the Trident. So that opens up a really nice attack for us here. Let's keep our Shambler back. That's just a nice hit, right? Mammoth in play. Going wide. Wow. We need to be countered here. No counter.
Windy skies, leaves underfoot. What a great day.
Put it on the elephant.
I like to think big.
I think we're just safe to swing. I don't know if there's any flash blockers. Wow. That is a lot of damage. Grab that life this time. And the counter. The counter is good because now Swarm Shambler's ability affects it. Well, we win without a sideboard. That's nice. We're gonna incorporate a sideboard and keep going. Alright. Land is there, but a little awkward is the thing, right? Let's toss it. We didn't have any swamps. We still don't. can toss our Symbiosis though. I mean, you know, we'll swamp in with our Passage. Shambler is in play now, so that's gonna, you know, start things up. It's a good one drop. You know, it's not a pelt collector, but I think it's still really good. Alright, let's see how we make out here. Oh, we get our insect, but we lose El Chambrino. It is what it is. The Passage would have been nice to drop on the Mammoth, but yeah, we should have probably just played our Awakening. That's okay though. Just take our hit for 2. Mammoth in play. There's the removal. We're seeing the return of Murderous Rider. People are playing that card a lot recently. I mean, we can play our Beast. Losing the Mammoth kind of sucks. They get the 2/2 here. They mill a Liliana. Nice. Yep. No attacks, we're chilling. We have a Heartless Act and Primal Might. All right, just our opponent's playing pretty slow. Trapped in my head today, it feels like. I just need to focus on the game. I think they're in a weird spot unless they remove our Lovestruck Beast. Down to 3 cards in hand also makes it, you know, relatively friendly for us. That's fine. I mean, we're not attacking, but there's no need to remove these. Oh, it is the 3rd one already. Didn't they have 2 zombies? Or they did not have a creature or enchantment on the 2nd go of it? That's my bad. We should have removed this zombie. Terror is good. Not good enough, but very good. Snag. Kill this token. And then it's hit for 7 down to 10. Why the Mammoth is just so cool. I love that guy. Having dealt with the terror really helps. The sad thing is they could just drop another. Wow. That Henge is neat. I'm gonna keep the Razor in our hand and just do the attack phase first. I'm sure we'll be removed. Getting removed, that's a bummer. And turn, we can tap the passage to gain life on their end step. We have a value engine within the Henge, so that's actually gonna suck that we have to discard now. Dang it. Nice, bro. They could escape that next turn. Okay, okay, okay. We definitely need a creature up the top, or it's gonna get messy. Let's keep the Henge to discard and get around the life loss. We'll get a creature, it's fine. Are you not allowed to click on your opponent's pet anymore? Ours still interacts with us. Oh, there. He was just bugged out or something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like how they kind of try to wave you off. Okay. This is not good. We thought we kind of were coming out ahead with the Henge here, but the discard on our Razor shut us down completely. Well, that's as good as it's going to get without being a creature. Right? Because this will be a creature here. And that's going to trigger the Henge, I'm pretty sure. Or is it non-token? No, it doesn't trigger, it's non-token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have enough land for this, so that sucks. Right, let's keep her alive. If we can, hopefully.
I'm tougher than you think.
They just have a Bone Crusher Giant? No way.
That's it. I'm
Sploosh. We need a creature off the top. Oh yeah, we already know what it is. I think we actually can because we have the Henge, which is nice. They've already outpaced us so hard. It's gotta be the Ravager, right? Oh, if we don't land. Alright, we can block Kroxa because of Scavenger. So if there's no removal on the Scavenger, and even if there is, it comes back as a 7/7. Ragdoll sucks though. Man! I need to top deck some more heat here. Lovestruck Beast would be neat. Gemrazer would be even better. Kroxa can attack. I don't know what he's doing. They're gonna have a sack. Yeah. How's our beast? Shit. Yeah, unfortunately, we only have a single copy of Agdim's Awakening. That's awkward. And that sucks. The sack effects can still get us, but we get the 7/7. Still, just a token copy. And then the Mirror Trident's gone. And then we are just dealing with the next Kroxa. Oh, we're gonna draw. Let's get our library first. Nice. Okay, we can snag Rankle with this. Plus we get the 7/7. Oh, they can just Kroxa right now and we have to discard our Polukranos, but we have enough cards to escape it. Sploosh. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. It does come back in. You know, it's a big body. We lose our Unchained, but unfortunately for them, it has escaped. And now it comes in as a 12/12. It's a little bit more expensive now though, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to fight the same turn. Let's do this. Nice. We could go up by we could do a nice hit. We don't have 6 left. We only have 5. So let's pay 4 here. Right. Let's kill Rankle. And then we have a massive hit that they basically need to block. Very good. Very good. Interesting. 3 cards left. We have the Henge, which is gonna save us. They almost got us, right? But this Henge will save us as long as we don't top deck too many lands. Alright, let's get another creature off the top. This is just working out well. At this point, we probably just want the Ooze to deal with it, right? Or the Trample. I think both are great options. I think we just take the Trample. Oh, I was thinking of mutating it. That's my bad. We should have not done that then. Well, this works great. Then Kroxa again. Primal Might is a sick top deck. That actually worked out well for us. If we mutated, I don't think we would have gotten the draw. I don't know why I was thinking to mutate, but I wanted to give the Lovestruck Beast Trample to explain my misconception here. Okay, so it'll trade. And then we don't get lethal. Graveyard's down to 2, so no worries there. Lethal next turn. This was a long first match. It just feels strong, right? A lot of big bodies. We're down to 10. The giant can interplay at the very least. We still have lethal. Unless they stomp the 1/1. Oh, they do get it. Nice. Doesn't matter which cards we discard, really. 12, draw a card. Let's just chomp on this. And then we have... Still no lethal. Down to 1. Let's take our draw. Primal Might, nice. So this is one of the better draw sessions we've had. Yeah. Good times. Sideboarding against Rakdos Aggro. Protection from black, Hexproof from black, that'll be nice. Right? The Ooze is really good here. We could get rid of Rankle this way, but I think that's more of a rogue situation. I think Nissa can go because they've got nice field presence. I think that you know, there was no tokens, so Heartless Act is good. Obviously, Eliminate's pretty good here as well. Destroys almost their whole deck, I'm pretty sure. And then let's drop 1 Beast, 1 Razor, 1 Serpent. Oh man. And 1 land. Just spreading it. Keeping the Ooze at 4. That's really important to us. The Mammoth could have went down, but I mean, we're better off to play it for 3 early than try to fish it out later. And then, you know, we still have the Symbiosis to do that with. Anyways. Our opponent gets a little bit longer to sideboard. You know, we didn't take our full allotted time. This is a great time to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, and of course hit that bell icon so you're notified of all of our future uploads. Our opponent's going to play first, I'm assuming. We have our Harbinger, and we can scry for our 3rd land. Wow, we even have the land appropriate for it. Right, we could play slow on turn 2. If we don't find it with our scry. We just find it right there, organically. I love the Henge. It won us the game last go around, so let's let that marinate in our hand for a little bit. Holding up our Heartless Act here. All right. 3 lands. You know, they've got those Croxas, right? Mire Trident, that's fine. Nuke it. Harbinger can survive any removal, and it's like a little itty-bitty draw engine for us if it can land. You know, they can't play a Croxa now unless they play land and play a Trident with it, but that's a tapped land, so... Okay, just a giant. No attacks. I don't want to sack it yet. Another Triton, that's okay. We need to get this ooze up out of the giant. There's gonna be another Bone Crusher, and we need it to survive, and we don't have land. Okay, they go for the ooze. Shoot! That sucks. Just, you know, get in there. Pass our turn. I think any trades we make are fine. The Shambler in play is really good with the Great Henge, so if we can keep that alive, that's going to be ideal. I'll sack the Harbinger here, oddly enough, if that's what it comes to. Don't you do this to us, bruh? Yeah, we do have to do it. That's fine, though. Let's grab our life. Push up to 2/2. Our turn. Let's just play this organically. It gets the token on it. So now it can survive shenanigans, right? Rankle can't attack. And let's just push the agenda, right? The Ooze is now got a token on it too, so it's protected by the Shambler. And I think we should just kill Rankle, shouldn't we? It's good value. Let's just get rid of it. We can leave the giant in play, who cares? Right? With Heartless Acted, or we can fight it. Easy wins here with this Golgari pile. You know, it's just so hard to deal with. So much value. The first deck I actually used to hit Mythic, I think, was Golgari. Diamond for sure. There's a Carnage Tyrant. That was sick. And Doom Whisperer. Ugh. First things first. Right? Nice. Alright, playing first here. Well, the land looks like quite bountiful. Our opponent's taking some mulligans, so, you know, that could be beneficial for us. Just one. That would be 4 Temple of Maladies, just right off the top. Let's hit him with the wetness. This is a nice pickup, but let's try our Lovestruck Beast first. Alright. That's good. Robber sucks. No blocks. Another beast is pretty nice. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Oof, oof. Oof, 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 oof. Just gonna chill out. You know, if we can just continue to curve out with land, keep dropping nukes. Well, 2 of these robbers is actually annoying. Straight with the 1. Lovestruck in play. Let's play Heart Desire here. Let's just burn out their hand first, I think, maybe. Oh, it's Grixis. Swarm Shambler sucks, but whatever. That should cement our win. We don't want to do it on Polukranos, actually. We want him to stay at 6. Taking our Primal Might on the robber. And then we hit for 7. Woo, 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 woo. Alright, our opponent's in. This looks nice. Just like straight up. Yikes. That's terrifying. Woof. Right, a little aggressive there. Playing against Grixis aggro, Grixis control, I don't know. Regardless, let's take our Harbinger. I think Heartless Act was fine for our removal. Just try to outvalue them. Unleash our Ooze. A lot of people playing Kroxa recently with no Uro, and it's like, the Ooze is still great. Keeping 7. Playing slow. Our opponent goes first. Just looking for land. It's slow. That's fine though. Let's keep up our Heartless Act just in case there's a rogue or whatever, right? Doesn't look like it. Let's just keep playing basic. That's a good just card to throw into the fray. They're drawing to 5. Uh-oh. Let's snag that Scavenger. Now we know our Harbinger can hit. And just tapped. If we pull a land, we can henge, or we can pay for the henge. That's probably best. Let's take our hit. Borrower, okay. 2 Primal Mights deal with any, you know, source of damage that they can throw our way. And we're just going to keep trying to push in this objective, pulling their mana. They have to counter this. There's no way you can let 2 of these on the field. They're thinking about it. So there's definitely some interaction here that we have to worry about. 1 card in the grave. I don't know. Let's see. We won the first match pretty easily, and this could be a control delete. You know, they're looking up the Runeterra homepage, trying to install it. Magic the Gathering's too hard. I don't like losing. I'm kidding. I'm sure it's a fun game. But I think we did get the win here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. Hit the bell icon so you're notified of all of our future uploads. And we have the borrower in play. So our opponent is still here. They had to take a minute and relax. We're at 20, down to 17. That's fine. We have 6 land. Let's try to henge. I'm sure there's a counter here. Now they're, you know, they have to either deal with the henge, which is a massive engine for us, in which we can play our Skyclave. And then if they deal with that, then they have to somehow take that 8 damage and us draw 2 cards. So, you know, it just kind of goes from bad to worse. So, hashtag tilted, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is the Golgari pile. And, you know, back to the pile, so to say, right? This is a good deck. There is so much power here. It's not even funny. And it's pretty off-brand as well, right? Not many people are using a Golgari Aggro-based deck, so... Hashtag sorry, not sorry. They're here. They're checking out our land. Sploosh! And they had to counter that whole time. Right, but now they've got to deal with the damage here. They could still have 1 borrower. They do. Trying their best. Down to 12. Let's see what we get. Reach. Sounds pretty good to me. Let's cast this for 1 now that they're out of mana. Actually, for 0. And let's scoop up the rest of their damage for the next turn. Right, we know we have more value than them within our Garruk. So it's just about making use of that value. We're at 5 in the grave, so we could probably start throwing out Polukranos into the fray. And that way, if, you know, something happens, we can just eat it. We can pay 3. Oh, it just drowned in the lock. Nice. But like I said, it's got escape, so we can replay it in a little bit. Let's go back up to 3. Let's play our Harbinger. They're down to just 2 cards plus the borrower. You know, we're pushing through, right? Just getting value every single time. Just positive conversions. And then when they add up, like 10, 20 positive conversions, it's like, okay. They might not all be 2-for-1s or anything, but you know, it does seem just like a net positive though. Let's toss our might. No reasoning. I want creatures. Setting up our next turn. All right, back to the rope. Sploosh. Right, wasting them locks. Bet you can't lock the scry. I mean, they're doing actually not the worst. As soon as we remove that scavenger, though, it's just like, okay, that's value. They've got one card left. I think we're fine to play our Garruk. We're gonna -2 on a token and then Gemraze it to surprise them. They might have a counter. I think it's just the borrower though, right?
Civilization sickens me. My pack's always good.
Right. We can easily just block that unless they have removal. If they do. Alright, let's spam out. No wonder this guy is not going to get out of platinum. Their matches take 20 minutes each. Let's just go for it. Screw it. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Elite blue blop. Right? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend, and of course support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, the new Amazon link. I couldn't find the other hat, right? We actually probably shouldn't attack. Right, we should just keep back to defend. To defend, to defend, to defend. We're gonna lose our Skyclave, which actually makes me a little bit sad, especially seeing as how many +1/+1 counters we have in play. But again, I mean, what do you do against a 12/12, right? Like, rip. Ha. All right, yeah. Chomp. Leap boot. Good game. It's a lot of damage, right? Like every time we've been hitting for like a substantial amount. Woof! Check out the cat cam. That's something that you can see live on Twitch. Miss Maya is taking her nap. She's pretty tired after smashing opponents with Golgari Aggro. She's got to chill out and relax. I can't believe how powerful this deck is. It's been a while since I've been just able to play cards off the top and just win games like without any resistance. That's what it feels like. I think this deck is like insanely powerful. Again, maybe I just got super lucky, but goddamn, boys. This bad boy is a beast, you know, going undefeated, smashing it out, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if you found any value within today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. We're back tomorrow with even more content. You guys know our live schedule, 6 a.m. on YouTube Mountain Standard. Then we switch to Twitch when we're done that, and we're back on YouTube after at 6 p.m. all day, making Magic the Gathering arena content every single day for the last 2 years of my life. Woof. What are days off? right? Free time? I don't know. But it's been a pleasure. You know, we've had a couple tough days, and the community's really come out to support me, you know, emotionally and mentally. So I really am truly grateful for that, you guys, even more so than the financial support, which is absolutely amazing. We've got 80 subs now on Twitch. We have a goal of 300. You know, there's plenty of people with Twitch Primes. Come throw it on your boy. Once we get there, we're going to be getting our own apartment, you know, better Ethernet. Our internet right now is trash. If you're on the Twitch ever, people, why is it so blurry? Well, that's why. I've got a 1 megabyte upload, so we do our best with what we have. And, you know, a huge shout out to everybody supporting on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, buying things through our new Amazon link that I get 3% from. So you are all amazing individuals, and, you know, times are tough. I get it if you can't do it. Just spending your time and attention here with me every day is, you know, unbelievable as well, and I am eternally grateful for each and every one of you. Thanks a lot. Take care. Have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you again soon. Make sure to go watch another video of mine. We'll see you in a second.